All right, everybody, here we are, pre-game Super Bowl. Welcome in. I'm Casey.
I'm Kevin.
And we're going to do a little pre-game.
About 45 minutes to kick off.
Yeah, and when I walked out of the house, they were running onto the field, by the way. Just so you know.
But there's another 30 or 40. They got.
So anyway, we're going to give you our thoughts on the game. I think Kevin's going with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yep.
I would, but they don't deserve 3 in a row. Well, I guess if they win, they deserve it. But 3-3, I just don't want anybody to be that strong. So I'm going for the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm hoping Jaquan Barkley and who's my other guy?
Jalen
Hurts, quarterback. I'm banking those two guys are going to pull this out on my side.
Quality dudes, man, and they got the number one defense. So it's going to be a football. The last time they played, 2 years ago, whatever it was in the Super Bowl, 2 or 3 years ago, whenever. It come down to the last little bit. Mahomes had to drive them down, getting field goal range. Actually they tied the score. And was it in overtime? I don't know if it was overtime or not, but anyway, it was either overtime or last minute. I don't forgot now, but anyway, they won by a field goal. So I'm looking for the same type of game, but I don't know. Kansas City, to me,
they're an empire for sure. I mean,
I like their coach. I like
I do too.
Mahomes. The dude he knows how to improvise a lot, and that's he's got creativity.
To me, he's like a better version. He's like a Brett Favre on steroids, kind of.
Yeah, he just does stuff. I mean, like
no one's expecting.
Yeah, no one's expecting him to do. Like that running and just kind of flip the ball out to somebody. Most people are struggling to hang on to the ball and make sure they don't fumble or whatever, but he just does stuff, and
I'm
always
just going
works.
For the mighty Eagles. Come on, Eagles! Let's stop this three-peat in its tracks.
And I like Kansas City Chiefs because they once were a Dallas team, and
that's before we were born, wasn't it?
They moved in '63, I think, or somewhere along.
Right when we were born.
Yeah, we weren't around long. I know that. But anyway, they took them up to Kansas City. They were the Dallas Texans once. So, but no, I just like Kansas City. I just not. Well, let me put it this way: I just do not like Philadelphia.
That's true.
If you've ever pulled a 70-foot long piece of equipment through Philadelphia, you'll understand where I'm coming from. And I just don't like nothing about that place up there. So,
well, we're fixing to see. It's probably 20 minutes before the kickoff.
20 or 30
minutes before kickoff. So
next time we see y'all, we'll be talking about a three-peat, or we'll be talking about the big Philadelphia Eagles. So
yeah, Jimmy Johnson agrees with me, by the way. So brilliant minds think alike. I just want to kind of throw that out there. Anything else going on? What about rodeo? Anything like the PBR happening, or we got Daytona?
PBR happened this weekend and
next weekend, right?
Daytona's next weekend.
And by the way, the president has showed up to the Super Bowl. Good for him. I think that's freaking
first time that's ever happened.
Yeah,
in 59 Super Bowls.
Way to go! So, I love it. He's going to be at Daytona. Hopefully, he'll drive the beast around the track again. That was one of the most amazing things ever. I thought that was awesome. Fans loved it.
Mm-hmm. So, I know the PBR. It was in Utah this weekend, and Sage Kimsey wins second, and I can't remember the dude.
Is he new? I've never heard.
No, he's a 7-time PRCA champion.
Oh my, PBR,
PRCA.
Oh, I'm thinking.
But he switched to the PBR.
Oh, he okay. That's why I haven't heard of it.
So, but anyway, I thought he's going to get his first win there. He did win the finals last year.
Wow.
So that's $300,000.
I watched,
and then
yesterday I watched a bunch of they had the best 2024 wrecks on PBR. That's pretty amazing.
You know why I walk bent over?
Well, yeah, no doubt.
And I never was at that level.
Jeez.
So I can imagine what those guys are going to be dealing with 20 years from now.
Well, PBR, we got Daytona next week. That's kind of the kickoff, isn't it? That's the big
start of the NASCAR season.
Yeah. Not a big, I used to be a huge NASCAR fan. I've kind of dropped off since the big names have left. But they're still big names. They're just weren't our big names.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Go through that cycle.
Yeah. like
now some of the big names that we watch, their kids are running.
Yeah, exactly.
So the Blaneys and of course Earnhardt, that was he's done out of it now. But who else?
He owns a whole team now, don't he?
Yes.
He partners with somebody.
I don't know if he partnered with somebody or what.
Or he
but,
just
Chris Stapleton. That's
wow.
They're going to they're going to start the I forget what number they use, but anyway, it's that whiskey, Traveler's Whiskey.
Yeah.
They'll be doing that. He's trying to get his car to qualify for Daytona. You can't just show up and enter up and take off. You gotta qualify to be in there. So they got to go through that process. But
yeah. Hey, just real quick, let's talk about the last video. Not going to apologize for it, but we accidentally hit the wrong button when we hit record. So it's on your phone. It looks great. If you're watching it on YouTube on your big screen, we accidentally hit the cinematic filming thing and it messed the whole thing up. So
buzzed up.
Yeah, but if you do have any AC or heating questions or things like the numbers,
they were all on there.
Yeah, but they were all in the wrong place because when it hit cinematic and then when the two different editing things mixed up, I mean, it just got totally out of whack. So we probably are going to shoot another episode with Mark, like a volume 2 maybe. Probably not as long since we covered quite a bit, but hopefully this one's not filming in cinematic.
Watch the buttons you push.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, other than that, we're fixing to go sit down and watch us some Super Bowl. I don't think I'm going to watch the halftime, though.
I don't have a clue who the halftime guy is.
It's some rapper who
I just don't know.
I don't get it. Anyway, who should they have on there singing at halftime?
I'm not a big fan of anybody that they're ever going to have in there, so it really don't matter to me.
That's true. Anyway, let us know what you think. Give us your picks ahead of time here. It's going to be quick. If you see this after the Super Bowl, then it's just run a little late. Anyway, I'm Casey.
I'm Kevin.
This is Express Mail, and we're out.
Adios.
Peace.